What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another Road to Glory video. Today EA have finally given out the red player picks. They had tweeted yesterday, or actually they had left a message in FIFA yesterday that they would be reissued in the next 2 days. And I thought that was a bit crazy. Well, they've done better than that, but there has been some controversy even still. What seems to be happening is some people are getting a rank up for the rewards. So if you finish silver 3, you're getting gold 3. Sorry, silver 1, you're getting gold 3 rewards. If you finished gold 3, you're getting gold 2 rewards, which isn't much of a change. Usually gets to pick for 4 players instead of from 3 players. I've seen some gold 1 and gold 2 players getting 4 red player picks and some just getting their normal 2. And so even with the fix, there does seem to be a massive issue with the way it's being handed out. So as you can see, I've only got 2 player picks or 2 bonus items in my store right now, which basically means I didn't get any benefit whilst some other players got some benefit, because even if I did get ranked up 1, gold 2 and gold 1 are the exact same red player picks. So there's no benefit in there. You'll see here gold 2 gives you 2 picks but 1 from 4, and gold 1 gives you 2 picks and 1 from 4. So there's no actual benefit to finishing gold 2 in this EA screw up. And generally speaking, it's like, it's so minuscule, but it's still so frustrating as a player to know that someone else somewhere else has got bigger benefits than someone who's done better and worked harder. So there you see it, guys. I don't know if this is gold 2 or gold 1 rewards, but of course there is a great team of the week in packs. Let's see if we can get anything good. We start off by getting things very bad. I might take that Funes Mori. I might take that Rangers left back, actually. We can link him to Kent, which does give us some possibilities. His reactions are terrible, but his pace and passing are quite nice. His defending and physical are okay. He's 6'1" as well. I will never use Tompkins. Funes Mori as an Argentinian has some potential to be used. 6 foot, 4-star weak foot, decently well around his stats. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Funes Mori there. So that's my first red player pick. And then my second red player pick is going to contain... Okay, so we've got Ioze Perez or Gomes or Aaron Moy. Perez with a 4-star, high. He's got decent stats. Good stam, good short passing vision. Pretty well-rounded dribbling in general, rather than that composure. His finishing and positioning are very nice. It's not a terrible card. Gomes is a Frenchman. He's okay. He's just never going to use him. And then Aaron Moy, again, a decently well-rounded card, but on the low end, sadly. So I'll take Ioze Perez. Just goes to show again, even if I did finish gold 1, even if they were gold 1 rewards, it's never worth it. Those are my rewards. On top of that, guys, I'm still gutting out the club. I'm trying my best to get through everything. I've built 29 packs so far. We've got a lot of League SBC packs in here, and then obviously the other packs that we've been saving up. As I said, I think I'm going to have somewhere between 150 and 200 packs by the time Team of the Year comes out on Monday at 6. And then, depending on what EA do throughout Team of the Year, I might still save packs all the way through until the full Team of the Year is in pack. So we might have like over a week to go, at which time, obviously I've done all of the things that I could do through season objectives. We've got all the tokens, and today you're going to see the gameplay from the England squad. Lots of good stuff in that game. Throughout the rest of the weekend, we're going to work on La Liga and Premier League, just so that we can get those 2 player packs as well, because they could be quite useful too. And then after that, we're also going to work on grinding a lot of online draft whilst clearing the club out and just saving all of the packs. So there's lots to get through, and then I'm hoping that 6 o'clock Friday, which we'll come back again before we get into the gameplay. We'll come back for the 6 p.m. content, but I'm hoping that the 6 p.m. content is going to have something. What I'm concerned about is that because Team of the Year is on Monday, that we'll basically get nothing over the weekend because EA knows that a lot is coming. However, with only 1 week left of the season, the holiday season, I kind of feel like they almost have to give us something. If they just give us week 3 bronze, silver, and gold, and not a lot else, it will be quite disappointing. So we'll come back at 6 and see for that. With regards to what I'm doing with the short term of the club over the next few days, I'm only going to be grinding the Bundesliga and Serie A again. You can see I've only got 4 left to go on the Bundesliga and 3 left to go on the Serie A. I need to do Paderborn, Bayern, Dusseldorf and Union Berlin in Bundesliga, and I need to do Brescia, Lecce and Spal in the Serie A. Once I've done those 7 teams, which is going to cost me some coins because I don't have many players from those clubs, from the Bundesliga again, I've already got 13 of the 18 teams just straight up done, completely done. And the one team that I don't have completely done again is Dortmund. And I'm going to do them again anyway because they offer a rare Electrum Players pack. So I'll complete that as well. So that's going to be another 18 packs in the store. And then from the Serie A, we need to do Brescia, Lecce and Spal. Once I've done those, on the go around again, I won't have those. And I also won't have Fiorentina, Hellas Verona, Parma and Napoli. And Napoli's really expensive right now because of marquee matchups. So we'll actually have 13 more of those. So we're going to get 31 more packs from these two here. With regards to the other League SBCs, I'm not even going to focus on them. I'm going to be selling off the players. They're so bad for packs, pretty much every League SBC except the Premier League. But I've already redone the Premier League, which is where we got those packs from. And I've got the 4 clubs that I haven't done, I'm nowhere close to doing. And even if I did, I'm nowhere close to doing the next set. The Eredivisie, as good as the players are, and we will work towards the Eredivisie eventually after Team of the Year, because the players are pretty decent thrown in there. They're nice cards that I would like to get into my club. The packs are just all silver and terrible, and it's very similar with the Championship. You know, the packs are just all silvers, and like there's a couple of small golds and mixed players packs and stuff. I might do the Championship, but it's too much silvers for me. We're only going to add like 5 or 6 packs for the whole setup towards Team of the Year. I'd rather just go and play a draft, sell the Championship players, make some coins, and save some better packs like that. So that's where we're at now. My transfer list right now has 70 items on it. Most of that is contracts. We're getting through the contracts quite well. I've only got 100 and some odd to go. I'm only at 3.1 million coins right now, but I am still investing into anchors. They're still at about 2.5k. I'm hopeful / confident that they're going to go up. I want to play with 3 or 4 consumables though. So once I get to 500 anchors, which I might be close actually. Once I get to 500 anchors, which we need 19 more, we're going to sell off all of this in the meantime. Even if they go up, you know, if EA release something that, you know, when they released David De Gea, the goalkeeper chem styles went through the roof. Even if they do something like that again and it forces them through the roof, I don't care. I'm committing to, I think there's going to be 5 items that I'm going to commit to. One of them is going to be Anchor, and one of them is going to be Hawk. We're only at 71, so I want to get up to like 500 or so Hawks, and the other one is going to be Deadeye, so I want to get up to about 500 Deadeyes. And then I'm just going to clear out the rest of the consumables, and I'm just going to use those 3 items, 20, 20, 20 on the trade pile, so they'll take up 60 spots to just flip them to lazy buyers. And then if they boom in price, I'll have 400 or 500 in the club where I'll be able to make massive profit. In the meantime, I'll make good coins off of those. And I might go with snipers, because snipers with Team of the Year coming out, snipers could have some good like value as well. And the same as Maestro. Maestro, because of high pace cards with good physicals, Maestro has potential. I mean, is that actually? Yeah, they're 300 coins right now. You can't go wrong with picking up 500 Maestros at 300 coins. Just can't go wrong. So I might do that. And then with position modifiers, I want to stay central. So I want to get involved. I've already got some centre forward to striker cards and some striker to centre forward cards. I've already got some centre mid to cam and CDM to centre mids. Basically want to just get as many of the central based cards as I can, get rid of everything else and just start flipping those. And that's going to be, not only is that going to be my investment method for Thursdays and promo days, it's also going to be my opportunity to sell constantly to lazy buyers whilst making coins. But obviously in the meantime, we are gutting through our club. We're getting rid of all the other consumables. I got rid of about 200 individual fitness cards yesterday and all of my squad fitness cards. So we got rid of loads of the bronzes and loads of the gold fitness cards. I think I was near 900 there. So I've got over 100 gold fitness cards gone and about 50 bronze fitness cards gone. These don't really sell late at night. So what my plan is for the next few days is throughout the afternoon, we're going to sell contracts and fitness cards. And just any consumables basically, because they sell more throughout the day. So from like 10, 11 a.m. all the way through till about 10 p.m, 11 p.m, that's what we'll do. And then from 11 p.m. onwards, we're going to sell players because we've just got more chance of getting rid of those there. So with regards to our squad, it's the same squad as last week. I'm only playing to gold 3 again this week. I know I played to gold 2 last week, but I want to stack packs through draft. I don't particularly care about champs. And with what happened this weekend, where again, EA have just screwed up again, I'm just going to play 5 wins Friday, 5 wins Saturday, 4 wins Sunday, and call it a day there, and be prepared on Monday with loads and loads of packs. I'll be very surprised if I'm not well over 100 packs, which, considering I only started saving packs on Wednesday night, I think actually Thursday for rewards. I didn't have anything saved on Wednesday night. So yes, considering we only started saving packs Thursday for rewards, the fact that we're going to get close to 200 in just 4 or 5 days, and if the full team of the year isn't out until the weekend, probably close to 300 by the end of the week, I'm really, really happy with that. You know, some of them are good packs, some of them are great packs, some of them are just average packs. You know, Jumbo Premium Gold's not too crazy, small Prime Gold player packs not too crazy, fair few rare gold packs, 50k packs, some mega packs and rare mega packs, and then loads of Electrums, small, medium, rare mixed and stuff like that. I'm hoping from the draft, I really, really want to get through 5-6 drafts a day. We're going to stay dedicated over the course of the weekend to making sure we play as much as possible. You're not going to see any of the content. You're just going to see the packs going in and going in and going in. Maybe I'll show the odd draft here or there, but tomorrow's episode is going to be us with some live Champs gameplay and just some live content from stream on Friday night. Whatever comes out at 6 p.m, we're going to work through that and work towards that. We're going to start playing towards those players. But other than that, that's where we're at. So I will be back for you guys immediately. I'm going to wait for the 6 p.m. content, and then we're going to get into the goals and grab some questions from yesterday's video. So I will be right back. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, as I said, we've got a lot of games today. It took me quite a few games to get through it because it was 5 wins, and I am playing, as I say, at a relatively high division now. Funnily enough, there was a comment from Tariff. He says, Nep, relatively low division, refers to Division 2 and 3, me in Division 9. I've been in and around Division 4 all year. This time last year, I had gotten up to Division 1 last week because I got the ultimate packs for Team of the Year. And it wasn't that I couldn't get up to Division 1. It was just that the rewards were broken last year. I don't know if you remember, EA ended up nerfing certain rewards to stop people from just getting the easier stuff. But we stayed in Division 4 last year for months because we were getting so many quality packs and we didn't even have to play rivals. We could have just played champs, and that was enough to, with maybe the odd game or two here or there in rivals, that was enough to get us just really, really good packs without moving, right? So that was brilliant. And this was before they had a mass amount of weekly objectives, and even then before they put them into rivals. You know, they did a lot of the objectives in friendlies mode or the online singles matches or whatever they're called. So yeah, it was a bit different. But this year, obviously, the reason why I've stayed low isn't necessarily because of rewards, because I don't really care about the rewards. Like just today alone, in preparation for Project Team of the Year, I just played 2 drafts. One of them I got 4 rage quits, and it took me less than 30 minutes to complete the entire draft. We got a 50k pack and a 5k pack. So I've saved that 50k pack, and I opened the 5k just because I'm not saving them for Team of the Year. Then I played another draft, and I got 2 rage quits out of the 4 games, won that draft as well. Got 2 25k packs and 2 5k packs. And so, okay, you have to pay the money to go into the draft. You don't get to use your players, etc., etc. But what was really interesting was that I've now added 100,000 coins worth of packs into my account for no time, really, like an hour and a half to 2 hours of my time. You can't get that kind of return from rivals. You need to dedicate 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to getting your just one set of packs, you know, whether that's the 50 and the mega and the 15k or whatever. It just comes to a point where it's not really worth it. So after that, we're in a position where, why am I playing rivals? And we've been playing it because of objectives. And that guy there, he was actually a viewer. He messaged me afterwards, GG, and it was a tight game until 1-0. And then after 1-0, I went attacking and aggressive and just collapsed. And he messaged and he said the first goal won that game. He said if you score, I had a few chances. He said if you end up scoring that first goal, you'd have ended up winning the game, because I would have had to go, you know, he would have had to go all out attack. But now we're in Division 4. We're about a 1400 skill rating. At some stage throughout today's video, we get promoted into Division 3 and do some bits in there. But I still think that even though that people are relegating a lot for objectives and people are using objective squads for objectives, and which is causing them to take losses that they might not take if they were using their main squad, I still feel like I'm in quite a low division. I feel like at this point in FIFA, specifically because of how EA have changed the matchmaking rules and the matchmaking parameters with Division 1, I should be in Division 1. You know, Division 1 last year was at 2400 skill rating, if I remember correctly, maybe 23, I think 2400 skill rating. Now it's only 1900 skill rating to get to Division 1. And then once you're in Division 1, you are only matching up against people with a minimum Oh, sorry, a maximum of 2200 skill rating. So if you're up at 24, 25, 2600 skill rating, you should theoretically just get easier matches anyway, because you're playing against people lower than your skill rating, right? It caps it off. So Rivals this year is just a weird one, isn't it? Rivals is just not a fun experience. The rewards aren't rewarding enough. Playing your objectives in there when you come up against people who aren't playing for objectives isn't fun in any regard. And I think EA have just got all of it a little bit wrong this year. But we'll have to wait and see if we get any changes. And just so you guys know as well, the new content today was just another League Milestone player, so I didn't do a little extra piece on that. We're just going to go straight into the goals here. But Matthias says, EA are probably going to do something like, we apologise for the mistake and the team have decided to give you a rare gold pack untradeable. No, what they did instead was create even more frustrations and instances of unfairness and just EA being EA, really. So for those of you that don't know, already people had an advantage, and it's a minor advantage, but it's still, everything counts in this game, right? In a game that, you know, they, by their own words, their own mantra should be fun, fair, and competitive, or whatever their saying is. When the glitch happened for FUT Champs rewards, if you opened your FUT Champs rewards before they recognized and so therefore removed the player picks, you got 1 to 5 bonus players. Now, in the grand scheme of things, specifically if you just got some really low-rated, untradeable card, that doesn't make any difference. But when you talk about such a large player base and so many people got and so many people didn't, it becomes quite frustrating that they couldn't just issue everybody that didn't have the gold player picks some gold player picks. You know, just be like, look, you guys missed out. We gave those by mistake, so we're going to give it to everybody else. And then we're going to reissue the red player picks like normal and go from there. If they don't want to give compensation, that's what they should have done to make it completely balanced and completely fair to absolutely everybody. The fact that they didn't do that, obviously, gave some people a minor advantage. Like I say, you know, if you finished silver and you got 1 bonus player pick that was gold, that doesn't mean anything. If you finished top 100, however, which is obviously only 100 people, you got 5 bonus player picks. That also might not really make much of a difference. And then if you finish gold or elite, you're getting 2 or 3. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not like the hugest deal. However, some people did get high-end cards. They got Ronaldos and Messis. I saw loads of Manes. I saw a couple of Salahs. I saw a few Varans popping up and stuff. And that's one of those ones where it's like, look, this guy has just got himself a big jump, a big advantage on people in and around his area, his ranking, his skill rating, or whatever we want to call it. Because of an EA error, that should have been rectified. So they didn't rectify that. Instead, they just re-released red player picks to be right. However, they got it wrong. Anyone that finished silver 3 got gold 3 rewards. Sorry, silver 1 got gold 3 rewards. So if you finish silver 1, instead of getting 1 red player pick from 3 or 2, instead you got 2 red player picks from 3. So you basically got double. And so initially it was like, okay, they got rolled out first. And so people were thinking to themselves, looks like EA giving either double rewards or a bonus reward. Or what they ended up doing was just messing up completely. They didn't do really anything of anything. So if you finish silver 1, you got gold 3 rewards. And if you finish gold 3, you got gold 2 rewards, which doesn't really make much of a difference because all you get the same number of player picks. It's just from a different amount of players to pick from. Like gold 3 is 2 players from 3 picks. Gold 2 is 2 players from 4 picks. Gold 1 is 2 players from 4 picks. So basically, gold 3 got a minor advantage because they got to pick from 4 instead of 3. Not a big deal, but again, in the grand scheme of things, in terms of like the principle of the fact, if everybody else got given something as a bonus, that'd be fine. Silver 1 got an extra player pick and to pick from an extra player. So again, you sit there and you think, man, now gold 2, what did they get? Nothing. Gold 1, what did they get? Not only did gold 1 get nothing, some gold 1 players got the player picks as if they were gold 3. They only got to pick from 3 or sometimes 4 players. I saw some guy showed me like screenshots. He showed me his finish. He actually finished on 21 wins. He showed me the rewards where it came up with his record so that you could see that it was this week's rewards and stuff because it didn't show the red player picks where he got the 200k packs. Then he showed his red player picks, which is this week's team of the weeks, and he got to pick from 3 players instead of 4 players. And he's like, look, I've been punished for finishing gold 1. Now I just get lesser cards. And of course, EA just haven't even acknowledged this, and it's of my opinion that this is one of those ones where they just completely will ignore this. They won't acknowledge it in the slightest. They're just going to ignore this one and pretend like this one is absolutely irrelevant, and so that's really, really sad. But yeah, there's no compensation. They screwed it up again. And that's pretty much where we're at with that one, which is really, really tough. But the next comment is from Ariane. He says, "Hey Nep, why don't you use your tokens for a mid-icon pack? As you said, none of the swaps icons won't fit into your team. Love the content since been watching since FIFA 15. Well, thank you for the kind words, man. I think the mid-icon pack is just a bad idea, man, because if you get a goalkeeper or just a player that is just useless, which is more than likely going to happen, you're then stuck with an icon that you didn't want, don't care about, and can't use. At least with the icon swaps that are available, like I say, with either SEN, Del Piero, or Ronaldinho, they're icons that I've watched growing up. They're icons that can be usable in game, have their uses, even if it's just for themed squads and objective squads and stuff. And just generally have a little bit more value because I chose, rather than EA giving me, like, you know, a Jens Lehmann or a Schmeichel mid-icon or something like that, that I will just be like, okay, this is just an absolute waste of everyone's time. So that's why I'm not going to do a mid-icon pack. Scott says, would rather have 88 rated young silvers than a +2 shooting on a Messi that I can't afford. Yeah, I agree. I think you're talking about maybe milestones, maybe season objectives or whatever, and I think in terms of league SBCs, EA have done a really good job with putting low rated cards with big boosts and making them usable. We talked about it before, and there's one thing that Dougie as well talked about, something very similar that we'll get onto in a second. But I'm excited, especially with this new Shoji card. He looks really good. He's like, if you give him a Sentinel and PK a Shadow, they have remarkably similar stats, and I love this PK card. So this Shoji card is going to be good. He's going to be fun to use if you can fit him into a team, which as a Japanese player from Toulouse is going to be very, very hard to do. But I'm really enjoying it, and I would just like to see more of it. You know, it's really fun, you know, doing what we've done this week, building these themed objective squads and playing full games with them and experiencing players and experimenting with players that we haven't used before. It's been a lot of fun. Using the Fabian Delph, using the Ryan Kent as a starter player. It's been really good and eye-opening, and I would like more of it so that when the next objective set comes, I've got a full team of like usable, cool cards that I never would have dreamed of using in any other FIFA ever, because they would have been silver or bronze cards. So I would just like to see more of it from EA. I hope they can give us more. You know, I'm of the opinion that after Team of the Year, we're going to get a monster amount of milestones added in, because the best cards will be out. I think also after Team of the Year, we're going to start seeing some upgrades to the current milestone players and such. I might be wrong. It might be later down the line that happens. And there you saw as I got into Division 3. Yeah, I might be wrong. It might be later on down the line where that happens. But I'm hoping, and based on how EA typically do things, I'm almost expecting that to be the case. And carrying on with like League SBC players and fun players, Dougie says, I decided to complete the Jonathan SBC, and I honestly think he's my favourite player. He is brilliant. 5-star, 4-star, high-low work rates. He is fantastic. It's a shame I don't use him more, and we'll talk about potential use of him in a second. He says, along with Tonali, who has just been completed, FIFA 20 is a weird one this year. My first FIFA since 14 that I've really felt attached to players. These two plus Kent. I agree with you. Kent, for me, is brilliant. Tonali is brilliant as well. A lot of the players that I use have been brilliant. And they're cards that are very obscure. But one thing that I think Jonathan and Kent have that is really valuable, and one of the things that is making Di Maria extremely valuable to me, is the more and more I play this game, specifically in the drafts that I've been playing, the more I recognize how really, really important 5-star skill moves and or 5-star weak foot are. If you've got players that are 4-star, 4-stars, or, you know, let's say you've got 4 attackers. Most teams have 4 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 4 attackers. Whether you're the 4-2-3-1, the 4-2-2-2, the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is probably one of those only ones where you have 3 attackers and 3 midfielders rather than the 4-2 split. But if you have, like for me here, Jamie Vardy, 3-star, 3-star. Theo Walcott, 3-star, 3-star. That's a lovely goal from Walcott, by the way. I've then got Ian Wright, 4-star, 3-star, and Ryan Kent, 5-star, 4-star. It's so easy to tell which of my 4 attackers are the most overpowered because of weak foot and skill moves. And it's crazy that when I brought on Di Maria for some of these games, or when I brought on David Villa, even though he's only 4-star, 4-star, but when I brought him on, it just opens up a world of possibilities. And that's why someone like Jonathan is so good, because he's 5-star, 4-star. He's got that high-low work rate, same as Kent, you know, and that Di Maria with the 5-star skill moves. And I'm excited to reconsider certain players that I might previously have ignored because of certain skill moves that make them overpowered, or certain weak foot that make them overpowered. For example, Quincy Promes is a card that I just really haven't used much this year, because he doesn't have the insane high-end stats, right? He's got 5-star skill moves, of course, I believe anyway, unless I'm mistaken, unless that was one of the previous years. Yeah, no, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, brilliant pace already. And so with a Maestro, or even a Deadeye, you know, Deadeye gives him brilliant shooting and brilliant passing with brilliant pace and 5-star, 4-star. So he's got quite high agility. The rest of his dribbling is mid-level. But because of those 5-star skill moves, the fact that you'll be able to hit Elasticos with him and hit the all of the running scoop turn and the running fake shot, which I've started to use only today, like because of those capabilities, all of a sudden it makes me think, maybe I've been sleeping on this card. Maybe I've been sleeping on a lot of cards, you know. When I had Mbappe and Neymar in my team and Ronaldo in my team throughout the course of this game cycle, I wasn't like overly in love with them, and it was because I feel like I was just using them wrong. I've started to use the Elastico and the reverse Elastico a lot now, as well as like the stanky leg to get the space in the box for easy driven shots. But today in draft, when I had Zidane, Neymar, Ronaldo, and Son, I think, up front. And so when I had Ronaldo, I've never used the running scoop shot or the running scoop turn. I didn't even know it existed. It's a 5-star skill move. And I just never, ever used it. I started using it now. And the way the 5-star skillers accelerate out of that skill move is just unbelievable. Defenders just cannot stop them. They can't touch them. They can't get close to them. And so again, it makes me think now, okay, I'm now even more excited for Team of the Year. I'm excited for certain players that may or may not come out as SBCs or in the actual Team of the Year. And I'm now also really excited to start looking through my club again when building my weekend league team, even for this weekend league, for when I'm going to play the games, to see, okay, who can I actually use that I haven't used before that might be really good for me. And Promes is one of those that might be the ones. So the last comment before we get out of here is from Chris. He says, are you saving your packs for Monday or Friday when the whole team is out? Literally whenever the whole team is out. I won't open any packs. I'll keep stacking. We'll engage. I'll open like draft packs that I play for Draft to Glory, and we'll do some packs here and there. But generally speaking, we'll be saving all of our packs until the entire Team of the Year is in packs. Hopefully by that point, we'll have at least 150 packs, if not closer to 250 packs. Some of them will be, you know, Electrum packs and Rare Mix Player packs and such. But there will be a lot of 15, 35, 50 and 100k packs thrown in there. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for Team of the Year. I hope EA get this one right, because this community is on a knife's edge right now. And if they get it right, people will love them. But if they get this wrong, it could be the absolute earliest FIFA dies ever. But that is going to be us, guys. So that is going to be the end of the video. There is our icon swaps third token. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.